Hello, subscribers. D Slate Reptiles here, live in effect. We have my baby Savanna right here. We're gonna do a feeding. Uh, right here we're gonna hand feed. Everything else, when he gets his pinkies, fuzzies, we do tongs. But when I do my San Diego zoo diet, which consists of ground turkey, raw egg, keep the shells, and we need about tablespoon worth of calcium, dust, vitamin D, all that good stuff. Same thing you would dust your insects with. Go ahead and sprinkle that down. Because the other ingredients to this is like a bone type thing, and it's hard to get. So good substitute. But we're about to see him eat live. See what he does. And out my hand. If you're not experienced with this, don't try it at home. He always known the difference between my hand and food because since he was a little baby, I would feed him with the tongue, but incorporate my hand with the feeding. I will be showing you that in future videos. Excellent training technique for your animals so they can distinct the difference between your hand and food. Because when this guy gets 4 or 5 feet, you don't want to find out the hard way, the sharp end. But they're very smart. Never believe anyone that says, oh, they got it. Look out, I'm trying to pick it up. I'm taking this. They have a reptile brain. They're stupid. They're bird brain. They're this, they're that. No. Very intelligent creatures. They do think. They do recognize people. They can hear very well, see very well. Their sense of smell and taste is so heightened. You see that pitchfork tongue? That's because they're closely related to the snake, but evolution changed all that, and that's a whole nother story. We're not going to get into all that, but yeah. So on top of having nostrils, every time he licks out his tongue, he can smell. It's a gland right in his brain. Every time he licks that tongue out, he knows what's what, what's food, what's a person, what's safe, what's danger. The Savanna Monitor, baby. And as you can see, my fingers are right by the edge. If he wanted to, he can just take a snag at me anytime. My guy is very smart. He knows the difference. And then I'll even set this down like this, let him eat. And I'll come in and I'll pet him while he's eating. It's my guy. And then I'll set my hand right here next to it and let him come up and get his next bite. And he'll know the difference between my hand and his food. Watch this. Very smart thinkers. Yeah, he knows the difference. He knows the difference between prey and daddy. I love this little guy. His name is Mufasa, and when I got him, everyone in the pet shop was scared of him. He was a little fat guy, kept his mouth open like a snapping turtle, hissing, whipping his tail. Man, I had to have him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to tame this beast. But him being defensive like that, that was a good thing. I know I had a healthy baby. See that? I'm going to bring him back to me. Come on back over here. Come to daddy. He'll follow me. Wherever the food go, he's going. That's why monitors are excellent animals, excellent lizards to train because they're so food motivated. Man, the sky's the limit of the tricks you can teach them. We can do spot feeding where we show them a certain color ball, and they know they're not eating unless they see this ball. It's called spot training, and we can also do it with a laser. But that's a whole nother video. I'm working on different things, but he's a baby, and we're still doing what we can do. And I also have a mangrove monitor from Australia. He's a little more feisty. Not on the biting side, but he really wants to run. This guy right here, I let him free roam since he was a little baby. Only problems I really get with him when he free roam, he likes to get behind the stove, refrigerator, things like that. But as long as you keep an eye on them, they're fine. And the larger he gets, less stuff he can squeeze behind. So, it's getting easier and easier. But I always want him to be used to, walking around freely, me standing over him, me touching his face, touching his head. Because, when the kids touch him, our family members touch him, I don't want him afraid. I don't want him defensive, snapping, biting, any of that. So I give him a lot of attention and also a lot of respect. This is an apex predator. This guy right here in the wild, he can kill a rattlesnake also. I always speak on my Mexican black king snake because I think that's so awesome that it's immune to venom. But in the wild, this guy right here, yeah, to tear a rattlesnake up and eat it whole, head first. So yeah, the Savanna, a ferocious eater also. Love to dig too. Great diggers. If you get one of these guys, you want to do like the dirt sand mixture, you know, let them dig and do the tunnels and burrow and all that. But at least give them enough substrate so they can dig. They'll dig regardless, you know. Whatever you put in there, they'll dig and burrow, and they love to dig. They love to play too. So you can put little blocks in, they'll move stuff around with their head, and they're great diggers. I always love these guys because they remind me of the black throat, and as they should remind me of the black throat, because the black throat are their big cousins. These are basically like small black throats, the Savanna Monitor. But the Savanna Monitor is on, oh, he took the big piece. You greedy monster. So he fat. Now, after I fed him all that right there, he's not going to get any meat, any pinkies, fuzzies for about 2 days. But he will be getting crickets, some mealworms, superworms, you know, supplement. Great guy. See my fingers? They're safe. He only wants the food because he can smell the difference. Their senses are so heightened. Almost like a canine. Just look at that look. And when they walk, you just see the Komodo dragon in them. You know they're related. The walk is just so like a dinosaur, you know, something ancient. Beautiful. I think you got it all, buddy. You still finding some more? You got a little piece in there? Let you get up high. Let you work for that one. Let you reach for that one. I know you want that too. You greedy, but here. Here, let you get that one, fat boy. Get that last piece. Still a little bit in there. You want it? Let you work for that one. Come get that one. Look how he wipe his mouth. He's so neat. As long as I lay my towel out, he like to wipe his mouth. So if I'm feeding him and he's on the carpet and I don't have that towel around, what he'll do is mess my carpet up. So he likes to keep his mouth nice and clean, but he's a messy eater, but he's a clean guy. Even in his enclosure, he only uses the bathroom and his water. So I'm changing the water usually twice a day or at least once a day. But it's a good thing, though, because he never uses the bathroom in the substrate. And when I say never, I say never. When he was a little baby, he did it one time, and it was out of defense because he was, like, mad, whipping his tail, huffing and puffing, and, yeah. He always uses his water bowl, almost like a litter box. I think you got it all, buddy. Let me see. You want that little tiny piece? Go ahead, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, I don't think you want that last piece, do you? You clench your mouth off. Are you done, buddy? Are you done, Mufasa? You beautiful little boy. You want every little crumb. You're just so fat. And please, if you have a Savanna Monitor, do not overfeed this guy. You will give him fatty liver disease, and he will die within a couple of years. 3 years, maybe a few, you know. So keep him on a well-maintained diet. Keep an eye on that stomach, you know. You'll see right here on the side. See, he's full right now. But when he's laying down or just moving, there's a little tiny line. It's like a wrinkle. That's when you know you're not overfeeding him. If he always stays bloated and that's tight right there, and when he walks, the belly drags on the floor, he's overweight. You know, you need to cut back. But I'm going to show you something. See, when my guy walks, his belly does not touch the floor. Not at all. Not at all. So, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed my Savanna Monitor. That's Mufasa. And that was a one-on-one feeding, me and my guy. Some personal time, bonding. And we're that much closer. Thank you. Please subscribe. Slate Reptiles. I will have more quality videos coming your way. Educational. I have many more pets to show you. I hope you learned something today. And subscribe, tell a friend, and hit that notification bell. And I will be back as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a good day.